Greetings, Boo Believers. Welcome to another episode of Deadsville Daily Boos. I'm your host, Ronin James, stuntman, stunt coordinator, now director and creator of content, as they call it, here in the age of, the digital age, right? I guess that's what we're calling it. Welcome. We are here at 5 o'clock, as we are every day. I'm going to turn that down. There we go. As we are every day at 5 o'clock, talking the latest horror headlines. And we got a bunch of stuff today on deck, Boo Believers. So I hope you're ready. We got a couple, I think we have 2 teasers we're going to look at least one teaser I know we're going to look at. Maybe more. We'll find out. TJ and Josh checking in. What's up, boys? How you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in as always. We'll get going here shortly. Make sure you like, follow, all that good stuff. Hit the 3 dots and invite your friends to follow, of course. We appreciate it. Kelly Weber checking in. Maddie Meek checking in. What's up, guys? Sorry, what's up, ladies? Right? Gotta be careful with my pronouns these days, right? We gotta be careful. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna talk horror, and there's a lot on deck. I mean, we should just get right to some stuff here, I feel like, because I got a bunch of stories that we got to go through. So, and you might hear some heavy bass in the background. There's some bands in the studio today rehearsing. Hopefully my lav mic will cut much of that out. So mostly you hear me and not that loud oscillating bass tone. What's up, TJ? TJ says, what's up? Brittany Fox checking in, says, hey, everyone. And Maddie says, hi. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you check in the live chat. And again, make sure you follow if this is your first time tuning in. Spreading the horror gospel every day at 5 p.m. Eastern. We go for about an hour. If you guys want to go longer, we can. Just keep it up in the chat. I guess it depends kind of on the news of the day. Sometimes we have slower days than others, and we don't have as many stories to get through. So Spike is slowly creeping up on... Get down, dude. Get off. Get... And don't mess with my HDMI cable, sir. Man, it's hard to get good help these days. Shit, you cats need jobs. All right. Let's, where should we go first here? Well, let's jump into this one here real quick. Let's get this out of the way. We will jump onto iHorror.com. This one we could probably get through pretty quick. Studios in bidding war over vampire film, coming from Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler is his name. Elijah Turner here on iHorror calls him Ryan Coogler. And everybody has this story, but I specifically came here to iHorror just so I could point out this giant typo. So it's not only a typo in the fucking headline of the story by Elijah Turner here. I guess on Twitter, I guess. There's his Twitter link. But there's a picture of Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. And here we go. Let's read the story. So, I mean, Ryan Coogler is just one of the biggest directors in all of Hollywood, especially like biggest black directors in all of Hollywood right now, like one of the hottest names. So why get his name right? Maybe it was just the headline, right? Okay, let's dig into the story here. Maybe it was just the headline. It was reported earlier that Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, it's Coogler. We're teaming up again to direct a new mysterious feature-length film. Now, Deadline reported that the film is a vampire movie, and the budget of the film is set at $90 million. Sony, Universal, and Warner Brothers are now battling it out to acquire the untitled film. It is said to start production and filming later this year. Keep reading below to find out more information on this mysterious vampire movie. And they probably don't have much information, but there's a picture of Michael B. Jordan. And again, my God, they even call him Ryan Coogler in the fucking photo credit. Nobody, oh my God. They just keep calling him, he calls him Ryan Coogler all over this article. I'm going nuts right now. Oh, I'm sorry, iHorror. Elijah Turner. I don't mean to make fun of you, but yikes, man. The dude's just one of the hottest directors in Hollywood, and you just getting his Coogler. I mean, it even says right here, Coogler, in the embedded THR story in the article. Man, we getting right to a rant today. Shit. I feel bad when I get and when I get a pronunciation wrong or something like that. This motherfucker, he's just got his name wrong through the whole article. Man, this is why I came to this one. We're having fun, right? Woohoo! Rants. Oh, man. So, yes, image of Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. They've worked on Creed together. They worked on, I think it was Black Panther too. Yeah, Black Panther films. Little is known about the film story except that it is a period genre piece. The film is being directed and written by Ryan Coogler, who is known for the Creed and Black Panther franchise. The film is being produced by Ryan Coogler, Zinzi Coogler, who I'm guessing is a relative or wife, and also spelled wrong, it should be Coogler, and Sev Ohanian. The film is set to star Michael B. Jordan, who is known for his roles in the Creed and Black Panther films, in an unknown role. This leaves us horror fans to ponder this vampire film story and what it may be about. Oh my God! All right. Worst article ever. Non-headline. I mean, yeah, they haven't even fucking started shooting or making this thing yet. And they say, we want 90 million. We want 90 million to make this movie. That's the kind of power this motherfucker has in Hollywood. And the writer can't even get his name right. He got it wrong multiple times. Man. All right. I feel bad if you're in horror and you don't, I mean, if you cover entertainment and you don't know who Ryan Coogler is. Oh, yeah. Okay. This guy must not watch anything but horror. Elijah Turner. Either that or you just have a really bad autocorrect. I don't even know. So, all right. What do you guys think? Any interest in a Ryan Coogler vampire movie? Let's check the chats here. Brittany and Maddie exchanging pleasantries. Brittany sending stars once again. Mwah, Scream Heart, thank you so much. I got to start bringing like a Steph Infection wig to throw on when you guys send stars. And then I'll put on my Steph Infection wig and do my Steph Infection impersonation. Mwah, thank you, Scream Heart. But yes, thank you, Brittany, so much for the stars. Super appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. Helps us take care of cats. Got the first little bit of Facebook stars money into my account yesterday, I think it was, and it's already gone because most of it went to feeding cats. And now we have an injured cat here, and I know a couple people have reached out and offered to send supplies and stuff. Thank you very much for that. Liza Chen among them, thank you. Messaged me right before I went live, asking where she could send some cat supplies. So really appreciate that. I do run a makeshift rescue here for street cats. And one was injured today when I got here, probably fighting, but he has a big gash on the side of his face. So he is now in my bathroom here. Steph Infection, nurse to humans and animals extraordinaire. Came and cleaned him up, so he is comfortable and laying in a bed. It's like his first time in a bed. So yeah, he's an adorable little guy. If you're interested in cats, you can go to my page and probably see a picture of them and other ones that will be up for adoption. So yes. All right, moving on now. As you see, I just want to pet cats and watch horror movies. Thanks to my mom for this shirt du jour. All right, back to our chat here. Thank you all for checking in. And again, thank you, Brittany, for the stars. Really appreciate it. Steph Infection watching. Hi, Steph. Thanks for coming and taking care of our little flea bag here. TJ Lachlan checks in, says, I'm sick of vampire movies unless it's Dracula or Nick Cage being a vampire. I can care less. And I'll be honest, man, I'm kind of vampired out. You know, vampires are like the fucking Batman of the horror universe, where they are just so overdone. There's so many vampire movies. Come on, Dud. Spike joining me here. You want to say hi, Chunks? Hi, Chunks. All right. Get down. I knew I should have put you in the other room. Oh, you all right? Sorry. All right. Sorry about the interruption there, guys. Back to Steph Infection, who says, hey. Stephen Godfrey checking in and watching. How you doing, Stephen? Thanks for tuning in. We're about to jump to some more news here. Brittany says, I'm definitely not interested, to be honest. And Steph says, oh no, that's going to be a noble cause. Steph says, you may be a better Steph infection than me. My impersonation. Okay, I'm playing catch up, sorry. Kelly Weber says, there's no such thing as too much vampire. So I guess Kelly's in for the Coogler movie. And Steph says, yeah, I agree. I love vampires. They aren't all done well, though. Yeah, I mean, I'll be curious to see what Ryan Coogler does with vampires and Michael B. Jordan. It should be interesting. We'll see. See if it winds up actually being horror, though. Hopefully it's horror. Yeah, like hopefully Coogler, not Coogly, leans into the horror. Just really, yes. I would like to see it because he's a good filmmaker. Creed, their first Creed was really good. I worked on Creed 2. What else did he do? Well, the Black Panther movies were great. I have a lot of friends that worked on the Black Panther movies. The first one was really good, I should say. Second one I didn't even watch because I know it went off in other directions. So, yeah. But good filmmaker. Interested. I'll watch a vampire movie. They're not my favorite. Vampires are kind of like the dicks. They're like the aristocrats of horror, if you will. They're like the Socs, if you will, where like I'm more of a werewolf guy. The werewolves are like the greasers. So yeah, I'm definitely more in line with the werewolves. So that's my analogy. How I've always seen. I'll still check out vampire movies. Obviously, I like a good vampire movie. But the vampires were always like the Socs, if we want to equate it to like what was the goddamn movie now? Stay Golden, Pony Boy. The Outsiders, if we want to equate it to The Outsiders. Vampire Socs, werewolves are the greasers. So I don't know if that's the same in Twilight because I've never watched it, but we're not going to go there. I don't want to talk Twilight. Let's get back on track here. Back to the chat. TJ says, we need more werewolves. Steph says, I agree. There's no such thing as too much vampire. They aren't all done well, though. And Brittany agrees we need more werewolves. Can never have enough werewolves. And then TJ checks in and says, it's going to be a boxing vampire that sparkles in the ring. I love it. Yes. There you go. Michael B. Jordan as Creed the vampire. Ding, ding. Pop, pop, pop. I glow in the ring. Pop, pop. I want to suck your blood. Float like a butterfly and, I don't know, float and bite like a bat. Right? That would be his motto. Brittany says, werewolf greasers hot. Yes, the werewolves have always been greasers. No matter what, werewolves are always the second-class horror citizens. They're the greasers. That's just the way it's always. That's the way I've always perceived it. Even when you go back, like the werewolves do the bidding of the vampires. Like the vampires can have classically been able to force werewolves, enslave werewolves to do their dirty work for them. So yeah, among other creatures of the night. But yes, the vampires are always the fucking up there in the hierarchy. They're always like the rich dickheads, in my opinion. Unless you get these serious, like in what was it, Blood Vessel, where they had like the serious creature vampires. Man, those were some fucking cool looking vampires. Man, that was like when they really like fucking and the vampire, the Nosferatu vampire in what was it, Last Voyage of Demeter, was well done. It looked good. The CGI was good. The creature was a good creature design. The movie for me just didn't float, for lack of a better term. But all right, let's get back to some horror news. We got that one out of the way. Yes, 30 Days of Night vampires are really good. Yes, Brittany Fox says, or 30 Days of Night. Yes, those kind of feral vampires where they're just more like they were cool, and also what's the other one? The awesome one with Will Patton. Not Will Patton. Near Dark. Near Dark is the one I'm thinking of. The other one where they're more like sleazy vampires, more like hiding in the shadows, lurking, kind of feeding you know, animalistic kind of vampires. So I'm more of that kind of vamp as well. So all right, we got some people tuned in. Let's jump to this one real quick. We're our Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans because, you know, we do Toy Talk now. Me and Maddie Meek will be doing some more Toy Talk stuff. We did the remote control Godzilla review the other day in First Look. And I wish camera 2 was working here. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. It is not. Let me step out and see if anything. No. Oh, wait. No, nothing. Nothing on camera 2. Sorry. It worked yesterday. And then today I just get a blank screen. So, and I don't have time to figure it out. So we're just going to roll with 1. I figured I would at least try it. But, all right, here we go. This is on Bloody Disgusting from John Squires. Trick or Treat Studios unveils 50th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre toy line. And there you go. Looks like articulation in the neck, shoulders, knees, and hips. Pretty good sculpts, man. They look good. Like the faces look really good. The faces look really well sculpted. I like them, man. They're really cool looking. These are they're all really good. Okay, so let's get into this 5-inch figure assortment for 2024. Back in October, Trick or Treat Studios previewed a dinner scene playset based on the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and today brings the full reveal of the 2024 release. The action figure set recreates the iconic dinner table sequence from Tobe Hooper's horror classic, and it will include Leatherface, the Hitchhiker, the Cook, Grandpa, and Sally. The set also includes the table, chairs, and Grandpa's killing bucket. Fuck! Oh, we're getting to that. Holy shit, there's a whole fucking diorama. Additionally, we've learned that Trick or Treat Studios will also be putting a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 5-inch action figure assortment up for grabs this year, which will allow you to pick up 2 different versions of Leatherface, plus the Hitchhiker and the Cook as individual pieces. That means the Grandpa and Sally figures are exclusive to the dinner scene set. That's fucking cool. Fuck, that's fucking cool. Expect all of these from Trick or Treat Studios this year, part of the company's 50th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre collection. That also includes Halloween masks and more. And there you go, man. Fuck. Look at the chair with the fucking armrests. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Holy shit. Grandpa. Get her, Grandpa. Get her, Grandpa. Oh, man, that's fucking awesome. There's an armadillo on the table. Fuck. That's fucking rad. What do you guys think? Toy collectors out there or just Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans? That's a cool fucking little play set right there. And you can only get Sally and Grandpa if you get the whole like diorama play set. It's got the bucket. There's the hammer on the table. Fuck. That's fucking cool, man. That is really fucking cool. TJ Lachlan checks in, says, I buy all my shirts from Trick or Treat Studios. Or all my shirt. Is that shit or shirt? All my shirt from Trick or Treat Studios. Yeah, I know. The masks we looked at yesterday. They have a bunch of masks. Really cool masks coming out. You can watch yesterday's episode or go Google it. Go to the Trick or Treat website to see pictures of them. But yeah, we talked about them yesterday. And today they dropped this fucking crazy pictures of this fucking awesome set. That is fucking awesome. So there it is, Boo Believers, the Trick or Treat Studios 50th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner scene diorama. And yes, TJ, TJ chimes in, shit. He buys all his shit from Trick or Treat Studios. And yes, TJ, if you saw a few episodes back, we did a look at his toy collection there. So he's got a ton of awesome Halloween stuff. And some Texas Chainsaw stuff, I believe, was in there as well. So yeah, this is some cool stuff there. All right. Well, there you have it. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 50th anniversary toy line from Trick or Treat Studios. Very cool stuff. Feel free to chime in if you're a toy collector and you're looking forward to that one. That looks, I Very good. The fucking faces were awesome. The sculpts and shit were very awesome. Maddie Meek checked in and said, holy shit, that is awesome. Yeah, Mads, I figured you would dig those, the molds, the sculpts on those. All right, should we watch a trailer? Should we get into a trailer? Or should we talk about Linnea Quigley? Let's jump to Linnea Quigley right now, shall we? Let's jump to, because Linnea is scheduled still and still set to cameo in episode 2 of Deadsville Rock and Roll Mysteries with us. So our friend Linnea Quigley, and this comes to us from Bloody Disgusting, from Alex DiVincenzo. Scream Queen Blu-ray review, Lost Linnea Quigley meta slasher, finally now available. So this is available now, and I was reading a little bit on this while I was prepping, and let's get into it. Apparently this was a lost 80s or 90s slasher movie that has just been unearthed and remastered and put out on DVD and Blu-ray. Linnea Quigley has more than earned her spot as a preeminent scream queen. In addition to genre classics like The Return of the Living Dead, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Night of the Demons, the actress was so prolific throughout the 80s and 90s that some of her micro-budget B-movies are still being discovered to this day. Scream Queen is, in fact, the second Lost Quigley film unearthed by Visual Vengeance following Heartland of Darkness. 25 years after its inception, Scream Queen is reaching viewers on Blu-ray. This is wild, man. This is 25 years after they shot the movie. It sat and didn't get a fucking release, and now it's coming out on Blu-ray. This is pretty fucking cool. The bulk of the flick was shot on SVHS in less than a week in early 1998. So this is a 90s slasher, with the rest being piecemealed together on weekends. Post-production, super micro budget. Sounds like some of the productions I've worked on back in the day. And some of the ones we do now. You gotta do what you gotta do to make movies. Post-production was finally completed in 2002, after which it received a blink and you miss it VHS release. A DVD release was planned in 2012, so 10 years later, but fell through at the last minute due to the distributor's bankruptcy. Wow. Scream Queen was the first real movie written and directed by indie horror stalwart Brad Sykes of Camp Blood and Plaguers, who cites giallo and Euro horror movies as influences on the picture. While their inspiration can be felt, including a Tenebrae homage, the meta-slasher more closely resembles Scream, whose stronghold on this genre ushered in a horror renaissance that impacted Hollywood and backyard productions alike. And there, I guess, is a screen capture of it, and it's shot in a square, old-school format, not... we don't even have... this is old VHS, man. Wow. And there she is with a chainsaw and everything. Classic Linnea. After quitting an amateur B-movie titled Scream Queen, egotistical horror actress Militia Toombs Quigley is killed in a mysterious car accident. 1 year later, the 6 surviving members of the production, director Eric Orloff, catty actress Christine, goofy special effects artist Squib, wardrobe department Devin, and Jenny, and production assistant Bud, receive anonymous invitations to meet at a mansion. Militia reveals herself to be the host, promising $10,000 to each person if they finish a revised version of Scream Queen to cash in on the publicity of her resurrection. She provides everyone with a new script in which they appear as themselves, and soon a masked killer brings the pages to life by murdering them one by one. The half-baked murder mystery plods along to its foregone conclusion. Sounds fun and interesting enough. But this is like a very cheesy, bad... I'm sure it's probably so bad. Sykes judicially utilizes Quigley in the beginning, middle, and end of the film in a shrewd effort to make her seem like the lead, despite laborious stretches without her on screen. The opening 5 minutes show promise of what could be a tongue-in-cheek satirization of low-budget horror. This would not happen on a Fred Olen Ray film, but it soon becomes apparent that Sykes lacks enough material to sustain that tone throughout, instead falling back on genre tropes. So yeah, it's not going to be great to watch, I'm sure. There's a lot more here on it, but there's the Blu-ray and box and DVD and then poster, I guess, a fold-out poster of Linnea in some kind of crazy skimpy 90s outfit. What do you think, guys? Any interest in checking out the lost Linnea Quigley movie, Scream Queen by Brad Sykes? It may have taken 25 years, but Scream Queen finally has a worthwhile home video release, which also comes with a booklet written by Wang's Chop Magazine's Tony Strauss, a Quigley fold-out mini poster, reversible artwork, a video store rental card, and VHS stickers. General audiences need not apply, as the film lacks the eccentricities to fall into the so bad it's good realm, but shot on video connoisseurs and Quigley diehards will be happy to get their hands on the elusive relic. So yes, it's so bad, it's not even so bad it's good. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I saw it in the dollar bin at Walmart, that fold-out poster would be worth it. What do you guys think? Oh, the lost movie of Linnea Quigley. And yes, he wants her to be the star. That happens a lot. They'll have these stars. Here's your insider tip for the day. And some of you might already know this kind of stuff. Apologies if so, but yes, sometimes your budget only allows you to have a certain star for a couple days, so you shoot all of their stuff all crammed into those couple days that you can afford them for, and you shoot them out of the picture, or shoot, wrap all their stuff. You wrap them when you get their days in, and then you shoot everything else that you need so that you can go in and edit them around it so that it looks like they were the star of the movie, and that's what this is kind of going on here. So that's what happened. You get a lot more with the other actors that we've never heard of running around in this schlocky first outing from this director, who has obviously gone on to do some okay movies. But yeah, I'll probably be passing on this one. I mean, if it gets to like Shudder or something like that, I'll probably put it on just to check out the curiosity of it, but I probably won't buy it unless it's like super cheap just for that little fold out of Linnea. That would be cool. All right, we're going to get to some more news. Mark Lee watching. What's up, Mark? Thanks for checking in. We'll do this one real quick. This one's going to come to us from Joe Blow. And Cody Hammond, our buddy on Joe Blow, Cody Hammond writes, Terrifier 3, Chris Jericho says he won't be in the movie very long. Chris Jericho's getting ready for his role in Terrifier 3, but warns that he won't be in the movie for very long. That's really the what they said at the top. Rewritten. So, writer-director Damien Leone had a budget of around $55,000 to work with on the first Terrifier movie, and a budget of a little over $250,000 for Terrifier 2. Which was a massive hit when it was released last year, earning $15.1 million at the box office. Since the second film did so well, Terrifier 3, which is scheduled to release to reach theaters on October 25th, 2024, has a substantially higher budget. A couple million is going into this one, which is set to start filming around the beginning of February. Leone recently confirmed to Deadline that Chris Jericho, who made a cameo as a psychiatric hospital attendant in Terrifier 2, is going to be returning for the new sequel. And now, while talking to the Movie Web, Jericho said he won't be in the movie for very long. So, Leone told Deadline, Chris Jericho is super excited. This one is going to pick up where part 2 left off in the insane asylum, so you're going to see what transpires there, what mayhem unfolds, because seeing how Art and Victoria ended up is so insane, and seeing how they got out, and seeing how they get out of that situation and what happens next is going to be really wild. So we have to get Chris back in there and see how he becomes a part of that situation. Jericho, who is currently at the Slam Dance Film Festival to promote The Death Tour, a wrestling documentary he produced, told MovieWeb, I have seen the script for Terrifier 3. I have already kind of done the prep and prosthetics. The filming that they do when they're taking molds of your face and all this sort of thing. So suffice to say, I don't have a good, well, I don't last very long, but it's going to be great. If you love Terrifier 2, you're going to love Terrifier 3 because it's even better. It ups the ante even more. So, yes, obviously, Jericho gets killed. He's not in the movie long. He's talking about being fitted for prosthetics, so we shall see what... yes, my stunt friends know this kind of stuff, and other actors, I'm sure, who have been killed in horror movies know being fitted for prosthetics. I've had my face cast, my life cast, they call it. Les has had to go through them. I'm sure Justin, who's checked in, all my stunt buddies have gone through these life castings, face castings for prosthetics and stuff. So, yeah, usually means you're going to die. So, yes, that's cool, though. It's going to pick right up where Terrifier 2 left off. And, yeah, the insanity that will ensue of Art breaking out of the insane asylum. Paul Massey checking in along with Mark Lee. Thanks for checking in, guys. We just finished talking, well, we're still talking, Terrifier 3. Terrifier 3 has the following synopsis. Art the Clown is set to unleash chaos on the unsuspecting residents of Miles County as they peacefully drift off to sleep on Christmas Eve. David Howard Thornton returns as Art the Clown. Lauren Rivera back as Terrifier 2 heroine Sienna. Elliot Fulham returns as Sienna's brother Jonathan. Samantha Scafidi returning as the character Victoria. Are you looking forward to seeing Chris Jericho get offed in Terrifier 3? You can chime in the comments. All right. Moving on from that one, I'm looking forward to Terrifier 3. I'm looking forward to see what Damien can do with a really big budget. Having a couple million. That's a nice budget. It's a nice budget to make movies with, man. So, yeah, hopefully it turns out well. I'll be watching for it. I enjoyed 2. It was a little bit, maybe a little bit long, but I still, it didn't seem like everybody was talking about how it was too long. You know, I was pretty much in for the whole thing. Maybe it hung on some of that stuff. But when you spend the money, I'm sure he spent on some of those special effects and shit. I'm talking about the puppeting scene. Yeah, you want to get a good, you want to get a good amount of time on it. You're not going to spend that much money on special effects and just for a glance. You want to fucking focus on that shit. So, yeah, I enjoyed 2. I look forward to 3. Look forward to see what you bring, Damien Leone. Oh, here we go. We're going to jump to this one now. Speaking of box office hits, this is on Fangoria. Scott Wampler, Godzilla -1 just made Godzilla an Oscar nominee for the very first time, and I fucking love it. Come get your little gold statue, G-Man. You've earned it. Hell yeah. And there was our little tease today, too. I stole it from Fangoria. This was this little sleeveless tuxedo Godzilla going to the Oscars. That shit better win, too. All right, let's dig into this one. This morning, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced this year's Oscar nominations. Some of the nominations felt like foregone conclusions. Oppenheimer raking in 13 nominations isn't terribly surprising. While the requisite round of snubs, no Best Director nom for Greta Gerwig, already has social media denizens lighting their torches and hoisting their pitchforks. A fairly standard Oscar nominations morning, in other words. Save for one category that we'd like to draw your attention to. Takashi Yamazaki's Godzilla -1 earned a nomination in the Best Visual Effects category, making it the very first, they wrote that backwards, Godzilla movie ever to receive an Oscar nomination. That's right, Big G is headed to this year's Academy Awards ceremony. For the record, the nomination names 4 people associated with Godzilla -1's visual effects: director Takashi Yamakaze, Kyoko Shibuya, Masaki Takahashi, and Tatsuji Nojima. We're gigantic fans of Godzilla -1. Here at Fangoria, they write, we're big fans here in Deadsville as well. Obviously, I am surrounded by Godzillas everywhere. We, of course, extremely delighted by this turn of events. Worth noting, however, that the competition in this category will be fierce. Yamazaki's film is up against no less than The Creator, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Society of the Snow, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Not a slouch in the bunch. True. No matter, we know who we'll be rooting for come Oscar night. Congratulations to Yamazaki, Shibuya, Takahashi, and Nojima on their well-deserved nominations for Godzilla Minus One, which is hitting theaters in black and white version this weekend. If you haven't already seen Yamazaki's film, get your ass to the movies and go see it in black and white. All right, hopefully Godzilla takes home the gold at the Oscars this year. What do you guys think? I would have liked to see him nominated for more than just special effects, but any Oscar's a good Oscar, so yeah, very cool. I am not familiar with any of those other movies besides Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which was an excellent movie as well. But I think, you know, honestly, all these other movies that are nominated, I'm pretty sure had like 20 times the budget that Godzilla Minus One had. So, I mean, who is it that we're up against now? We. I'm on Team Godzilla, so I say we, right? Who are we up against? The Creator, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Society of the Snow, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yeah, so Mission Impossible had millions. I'm pretty sure The Creator had a huge budget. I've never heard of Society of the Snow, so I don't know what kind of budget they had. But I'm almost positive Godzilla had the absolute lowest budget out of any of those movies in the category and still fucking did what it did. So that right there would have me voting for Godzilla, obviously. I mean, I'm still voting for Godzilla anyway, but yes, doing it on such a small budget compared to all those other movies would get the nod. All right, what do you guys think? Godzilla for the win at the Oscars this year? They don't give stunt people Oscars, those fucks, but I'll be rooting for Godzilla to get one. All right, we're going to get to our last story here, and I saved the trailer for last. We're going to watch a trailer, folks. Who's with me? Is anybody in there still? Is this thing on? Tap, tap, tap. Thanks, everybody, for coming and joining me once again for another Daily Booze Live. I appreciate all the feedback, the comments, tuning in, the stars. It helps a ton over here. We have a lot more content on the way. We had a lot more we were going to get done today, but we have an injured kitty we're taking care of. So that's going to kind of take precedence. But we're still getting it done, still here on time, doing our thing. TJ checks in, says Godzilla for the win. Yes, definitely want Godzilla to win at the Oscars this year. Put Hollywood in their place. Please. Please. I'm sick of fucking Hollywood. Hollyweird. All right. One more story, folks. We're going to watch a trailer. And while I've been, you know, against these kind of poo remakes as horrors, and then all, you know, everybody running to do Mickey now, Steamboat Mickey, Steamboat Willie, whatever, and while they're all doing that, and I've been very much against that, we have this one that kind of looks interesting because Alice in Wonderland traditionally is kind of dark a bit, and they've had like dark versions of Alice in Wonderland before, so having a dark version of Alice in Wonderland isn't something new. It doesn't seem like I mean, yeah, they're probably using the IP to kind of grab attention, to cash in on some attention from using a well-known IP. I get it. But here's to hoping it's actually a good movie. So this is on iHorror.com from Anthony Pernica. New trailer unveiled for Alice in Terrorland, a dark twist on a classic tale. And right off the bat, this looks better than anything I've seen for those stupid fucking Mickey Mouse movies where it's like a dude in a mask and like a dollar store knife. This blood looks really good. The set looks dirty. I like it's kind of got some Texas Chainsaw Massacre grit to it. I kind of like that. Yeah, like the filmmaker seems like he knows what he's doing releasing this still. Like it looks like the cinematography will be decent on this. This is way better than just some red lit quick fucking snap still with no color correction of your Mickey Mouse holding up a fucking dollar store carving knife. This is way better. So, all right, I'm right from this picture alone, I have a little more hope for something like this, because this is obviously a still off the movie. That's the actress. Let's dig in, Boo Believers, see what we got. Hi, and then we'll watch. Should we watch the trailer first? Let's watch the trailer first. Let's just jump right to the trailer. Let's do it. We got a few people in there in the chat still. Let's watch a trailer, Boo Believers. Alice in Terrorland. Oh shit, sorry. Hang in there, Boo Believers. I got to turn on the sound. Don't go anywhere. Boom. And that was the one thing I didn't do. And we're good. Run it back.
Forget everything you think you know of her. Of young Alice and her adventure in Wonderland. Forget all of them. The Mad Hatter. The fat, sleek caterpillar. The Cheshire Ripper. The White Rabbit. Forget it all. For in every fairy tale, a witch must come.
Close your eyes and make a wish.
Let the game begin.
Jason Pape checking in, says follow the rabbit. Yeah. I don't know about that one, Boo Believers. I had higher hopes than that trailer gave me. Man. It's people in masks again. No good but interesting, TJ says. He says, looks interesting. No good but interesting. Yeah, as soon as I saw the fucking rabbit with, it was a guy in a mask, I was like, no, this is like fucking, this is like Winnie the Pooh. It's just people in masks being slashers. Come on, man. Ugh. The Cheshire Ripper, it's a Cheshire cat. If you can't have a cat, don't make a fucking Alice in Wonderland movie. All right, yeah, that really sank my interest quick. Ugh. I had high hopes from the picture, and I was hoping, I mean, yeah, I kind of figured, but I mean, why even? All right, here's my thing. Here's what I guess I should have expected, because it's a low budget movie with this thing, but you got Alice, that's your main character, okay? Alice in Terrorland. Don't use characters that are like animals from the book and the story, the original story. Don't use them. How about that? How about don't use them? Because then it doesn't have to be a person, a guy in a mask, an obvious guy in a mask. Just create something else. Just have people in masks, and you don't have to have. I mean, the Mad Hatter obviously could have been the sole fucking one, or you had a witch in there. Have the witch in there. Don't bring in the fucking. Don't bring in the animals. Don't like the rabbit should be a rabbit, or don't have the rabbit at all, right? The Cheshire Cat should be a Cheshire Cat, or don't have the Cheshire Cat at all. You have Alice. There's your main catalyst. She could be human. The Mad Hatter could be human. You could have done this and actually kept my interest, but instead I'm looking at the same bullshit that I saw with Pooh, Blood and Honey, where it's a fucking dude in a mask. And the Cheshire Ripper is like the Joker with fucking... all right, yeah, that definitely, yeah. No interest in that one anymore. TJ says they could do so much with that and they fuck it up. Agreed. If they would have just gone... Because again, this looks cool. She looks good there. But don't give me the rabbit and he's a dude in a shitty fucking... a shitty rabbit. It wasn't even a good rabbit mask. It was like a dollar store, one of those paper with the fucking string masks. Ugh. Who the fuck is giving these guys 4 stars? They obscure the name so much you can't even see what a no budget yeah, disappointing. That's what happens with these. That's what I think is more. TJ said, rent. That's what I think is the problem, man. The fucking these things are always more disappointing than anything else because the filmmakers don't have the budget to do them properly, but that doesn't stop them from making a piece of shit to try and cash in and grab a buck or some notoriety. Because that's what it's all about now. Oh, that guy made the fucking Alice in Terrorland movies, and he's going to make more movies now because he's going to get a bunch of dumbasses following him online who actually buy into this bullshit mask crap because there's people that love that Blood and Honey movie too, and I'm just like, dude, I don't get it. Now, Stephen Kiefer checking in. What's up, Steve? Thanks for checking in, brother. Also, thanks for the help with helping TJ on the cat house out there. Hopefully you've seen the pictures. The cats are using it, so thank you. But yes, I digress. I was supposed to be ranting. Rant. Maybe Blood and Honey will be better now. I'll give the guy the benefit of the doubt. I saw a glimpse of the mask, and it looked way better than the original mask, but I'm still not sold on people in masks. It should have been a poo guy. If he's going to be, it should be a whole fucking bodysuit then. And he's a big ass poo bear. Fine. At least that I could get behind. Maybe the dude's just fucking crazy. I don't know. But yeah, the other shit doesn't work for me. And this shit now doesn't work for me, man. This shit doesn't work for me with this fucking people in masks shit. Sorry, Alice in Terrorland. You should have left the fucking animals, the Cheshire Cat and the fucking rabbit out of it. And then just kept the human characters in it if you couldn't afford, you didn't have the budget to do anything else with those other characters. And that's what should have been in the fucking story. I'm out. Oh, all right, boo believers. I'll check iHeart, see if there's anything else. What do you think? Are you guys in with this bullshit? This mask bullshit? Is that all it takes now to be a character? Just throw on a mask and he's a bear? Throw on a mask and he's a fucking rabbit? Oh yeah, it's a rabbit. Yeah. Look at that. It's Pooh Bear. No. That's a dude in overalls and a shitty poo mask. Fuck, man. All right. What else do we got? I'm going to take one last look. Boo believers. We've got 10 minutes left. We're going to check in if you want. What should I have? Any movies you've watched lately? Feel free to put them in the comments there. Let me know what I should check out. I know we are going to get back to Deadsville Horror Talk. We're going to shoot an episode tomorrow night. Deadsville Horror Talk. We're going to review Destroy All Neighbors, in-depth review, spoilers, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you've watched it on Shudder, you can get our in-depth review. We're going to shoot it tomorrow. It'll probably be out by the end of the week, hopefully. In the meantime, I come back every day and do Daily Booze, 5 p.m. Eastern. Tune in, set your alarms. I didn't see Kara in. I don't know if she didn't set her alarm again. Mitzi Green checking in. Hi, Mom. Wearing the shirt you got me for my birthday. Just want to pet cats and watch horror movies. Thank you very much. And thanks for tuning in again. All right, what else do we got? Bloody Disgusting, anything on Joe Blow? Oh, you got 4 new horror movies coming out this week. Let's take a look at that because we do love lists. We love lists! And Bloody Disgusting does lists all the time, so we've talked about some of these before, but here we are, bloodydisgusting.com. John Squires reports 4 new horror movies releasing this week, including Godzilla -1 in black and white. And yes, we've all talked about it. Godzilla -1, black and white, coming to theaters for a week. Ghosts, giant monsters, terrifying trunks, and deadly deserts. This week's new horror releases bring various threats into the final days of January, and we've got the full rundown for you. Here's all the new horror releasing January 23rd to 28th. All right, and you see Night Swim. We've talked about a bunch. We talked about this, I think yesterday. Night Swim comes to VOD. You can rent the film for $20 or purchase it digitally for $30. The year's first new theatrical release for the horror genre was Universal, Blumhouse, and producer James Wan's Night Swim. Now available to rent or purchase at home. Directed by Bryce McGuire, Night Swim was released into theaters on January 5th. To date, the film has managed to scare up $36 million at the worldwide box office. Megan Navarro wrote in her review, McGuire's feature expansion of his short film showcases more ways to mine terror from the aquatic concept, buoyed by a great cast, but a familiar formula and simplified mythology threaten to sink it all. And yes, it got lukewarm, pun intended, reviews. Based on the acclaimed 2014 short by Rod Blackhurst and Bryce McGuire, the film stars Wyatt Russell as Ray Waller, and a former Major League Baseball player forced into early retirement. Yeah, we know all this. We've talked about this one before. All right, so Night Swim is out on VOD now, the haunted swimming pool movie, and I'm going to watch it at some point. I don't think I'm paying $20 or $30 to rent it, but eventually I will watch it streaming. Fresh off the film's Academy Awards nomination for visual effects, Toho's Godzilla -1 is coming back to theaters in the US this week with a brand new black and white version. Godzilla -1, minus color, that's the title. Godzilla -1 minus color is releasing here in the States on Friday, January 26th. This version will be playing for 1 week only, so make sure you get your tickets now. The trailer for the monochrome version can be seen, yada yada, yada yada. We all know. There's a little still. We don't need to watch the trailer in black and white. We know. All right. Next, what is this one? The Seeding. And there's a screen cap. The feature debut of director Barnaby Clay, Magnet Releasing's The Seeding, centers on a hiker who gets lost in the desert and seeks refuge with a woman who is living alone. He soon discovers that she might not be there willingly. The film comes to theaters and VOD on Friday, January 26th. The filmmaker tells us, the film has been gestating for a long time, so it's thrilling for people to finally get to experience it. I say experience because I set out to make The Seeding as immersive as possible. It's not a film to feel removed from. It's an experience that drags you through the sand, the heat, the decay, and also natural beauty of the world it takes place in. I had a similar feeling watching certain films from the 70s, mostly from Australia. Walkabout, Picnic at Hanging Rock, Wake in Fright. I left these movies sunburnt and destroyed. I was also struck by films from the same period, such as Deliverance, that expose the male psyche in its most primal, reactive form, Clay continues. Who knows how you'd react under a similar set of circumstances? I probably wouldn't fare too well. So, Scott Hayes and Caitlin Shale star in The Seeding. And we'll come back to that in a second. And we also have Trunk. I think we talked about this. Trunk Locked In. Finally, Prime Video brings a brand new survival thriller to their streaming service on Friday with Trunk Locked In, quite literally locking a woman inside a stranger's trunk. In the German movie, Melina wakes up disoriented in the trunk of a speeding car and discovers to her horror that she is missing more than her memory. With her mobile phone as the only link to the outside world, she wages a desperate battle for survival. Mars Schreiber directed Trunk Locked In, and there's the cast, and I will not be watching that one. I'm claustrophobic, and there is no way I'm watching a whole fucking feature movie of a person locked in a trunk. I'm just not doing it. Not doing it. Nope, not watching that one. So Seeding might, we'll see. I don't know. This one seems a little weird too. We could check out the trailer. Justin Seelig checking in. Thanks for checking in, brother. He says, missing the horror talk. When can we expect Rock and Roll Mysteries? Still got a ways to go in post-production, Justin. I am swamped with stuff here. I edit when I can. I got to get a first draft fully edited, and then I'm going to get some help with sound and color correction. And then hopefully it'll make its way to some private screenings before going to short film festivals. That's where we're going to send it once it is done. So once it's fully done, we'll have a screening with all friends and family and stuff, so you can come and check it out, private screening, and then it'll hit the festival circuit. I will keep you abreast, Justin, and all of our Boo believers out there. Anthony Noble also checking in, and Jose Blanco checking in. Just in time, we're going to check out a trailer for The Seeding. Here we go, guys. And this one comes out this week.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? Get me out of here!
jumped.
We live in the desert. But out there lives the mirage.
Tell me what's going on.
There is all sand, stone, body of flesh. No mirage. All very real.
Hey! Hey, yeah!
There's strays.
I'm stuck down here. Do something, please. Get pull out! Hey! What are you doing?
What did they do to you?
You live in a hell, woman. Held hostage for children. Help me!
I can take care of you.
I want my life back. Get me out of here! What do they want?
What the fuck?
I hear you!
What the fuck?
See your face!
Ah, shit, okay. All right, that looks fucking creepy. All right. Brittany Fox says, I jumped a little too. Yeah, that chicken came out. I jumped. Fuck. Mike Rashi checking in. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. TJ says, doesn't look too bad. Looks better than the Alice shit. Yes, it definitely looks better than the Alice shit. And this Noble says, damn, I want to see it. Yeah, that really looks weird, man. Yeah, dude, that's a good setup. That's fucking weird, man. Brittany Fox says, that looks twisted. I am down. Anthony says, damn, I want to see it. Yeah, that was a cool little trailer there. That was, yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, The Seeding. So that is VOD and theaters January 26th, this Friday. So there you go, this Friday. Check it out on VOD. It's probably in limited theaters, though. I'll probably watch it at home on demand. All right, not bad. Well, we knew about the other two, obviously. But, yeah, not bad. What do you think? The Seeding. That was pretty cool. A cool little jump there. And, yeah, I dug it. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm going to go one last look at Joe Blow and iHorror, our two main sources. Yeah, the rest of this stuff we've seen. Oh, look at that. We got a little superhero news. I'll jump in with a little superhero news for you guys. We like comic books here as well. And, well, superhero TV, I guess, I should say. If you guys watched, if you follow the Marvel TV shows, the Netflix stuff, there was some really good stuff. Way back before the MCU was really taking off and getting ultra woke and turning to shit and pandering crap. They had some really good gritty stories on the Netflix series, and I actually worked on the Punisher series. Got to fight John Bernthal, teach him how to do a fucking headbutt. Fun times. So, but I guess I enjoyed all of the Netflix series except Iron Fist. That was the only one that was really fucking bad. So, yes, the Daredevil one was exceptionally good. The Daredevil one was excellent. It, like, set the bar with those fight scenes really high, man. Shout out to the stunt team on that first season of Daredevil. So, we know that Daredevil's coming back, and now we get a report from Kevin Frazier on Joe Blow. Daredevil Born Again will reportedly bring back Wilson Bethel as Bullseye. So, that's, if you know Daredevil, then you know who Bullseye is. That's his nemesis, his number one. I mean, the Kingpin is, that's who Daredevil's main villain is, who he wants to take down, obviously. But classically in the comic books, the Kingpin doesn't resort to fighting. He fancies himself a, he's like a businessman. He's not going to fight and get his hands dirty. He hires other people for that, and the person who he hires is Bullseye, the greatest marksman ever. And Bullseye and Daredevil go back and forth in the comics throughout time. yeah, trying to outdo each other. So, yeah, very cool. Let's dig into this here again from Kevin Frazier on Joe Blow. Daredevil Born Again may be billed as a brand new series, but it's looking more and more like Daredevil Season 4. In addition to Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio starring as Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk, Daredevil Born Again includes a handful of actors returning from the Netflix series, with a new rumor pointing to the return of Wilson Bethel as Bullseye. According to comicbook.com, Wilson Bethel is set to reprise his role of Bullseye for Daredevil Born Again. He made his first appearance in the Netflix series during the 3rd season, with the character reimagined as Benjamin Dex Poindexter, a psychopathic FBI agent who is able to use any object as a lethal projectile. He also suited up in a replica Daredevil costume. Although the report seems confident that Bethel will appear in the new series, it's unclear how extensive his role will be. All right. Interesting enough. Hopefully he's Bullseye. I want to see him in actual Bullseye costume, man. Give me a real Bullseye. John Bernthal is also expected to return as the Punisher, and recent rumors have also pointed to Deborah Ann Wall and Eldon Henson reprising their roles of Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. It's almost like the whole band is getting back together. And that's awesome, because I'll tell you what, when they first announced this stuff, I was very disappointed that Deborah Ann Wall had came out and said nobody asked her to come back, that she wasn't confirmed, and she was awesome as Karen Page, man. She was one of she held those guys together at times when because there was a great character dynamic between Foggy and Matt, and that's always been held together in the comics by Karen, and Deborah Ann Wall did a really great job, and I liked her as an actor. I like her as an actress ever since True Blood. So I really enjoyed her in this. So I'm really glad that hopefully these rumors are true, and all of this, everything pointing to it. Says recent rumors have also pointed to it. So hopefully that's the case. Let's see Deborah Ann Wall bring the whole fucking cast back from Daredevil, man. All right. After a lengthy hiatus due to the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, not to mention a significant creative overhaul, Daredevil Born Again has finally resumed production with a few major changes behind the scenes. Dario Scardapane, who worked on Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan as well as Marvel's The Punisher on Netflix, was brought in to serve as the new showrunner of Daredevil Born Again. I wonder who his stunt coordinator is. Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, the directing team who helmed multiple episodes of Moon Knight and Loki Season 2, were also hired to direct the remaining episodes of the series. All right, Moon Knight was good. I don't think I watched Loki Season 2 yet. The creative retooling is said to move the series away from a legal procedural and more towards the gritty tone of the original Daredevil series on Netflix. All right, cool. That's cool. I dig gritty, street-level stories from my comic books. I love street level stories. That was the one thing that's missing from Marvel. Here's another little mini rant for you. Anthony Noble says Jessica Jones was good. Iron Fist sucked balls. Agreed. And a bunch of the other ones were good too. I'm not even the biggest Jessica Jones fan, but it was still a good story. Iron Fist was just all around bad. Mostly because the actor was a terrible fighter and looked nothing like a martial artist and was miscast in the fucking role, and the whole thing was just crap. All right, I digress. Back to this story. Daredevil Born Again will also likely be shorter than we thought. The series was originally announced as an 18-episode series, but it will be scaled back to be more in line with the Netflix series, which consists of 13 episodes per season. All right. In addition to Bullseye, are there any other Netflix characters who should make the leap to Daredevil Born Again? What do you guys think? And here's a clip. I did not watch She-Hulk. I won't watch that crap. It's crap. But let's see what our Daredevil clip is here. Because this one I heard he was in the... I didn't watch it, but I heard he's in the red and yellow suit.
Back off.
And waste this outfit? Eugene, get out of here!
Don't super soon! You're making a mistake.
You made a mistake when you messed with my client. Because now I'm gonna whoop your ass.
My ass remains unwhooped.
Yeah, let's fix that.
Her voice doesn't even sound right for the character, for the looking at her, just looking at... It doesn't fit the fucking... Doesn't fit the fucking body. Yeah, I'll never watch that shit. They disrespected the Hulk in that shit. So, guess what? Never watching it. But yes, Daredevil Born Again. That's cool. Bring Wilson Bethel back. Give us a real bullseye. Good shit. I'm in. All right, Boo Believers, it's 10 after 6. We went a little long today. Horror fans, are you also fans of Marvel? You like the Marvel stuff? Not that other shit, the gritty stuff from Netflix, The Punisher. That'll be my ending rant of the day for you guys. That's where Marvel lost its way, man. One of the things that always made Marvel so good and relatable as a comic book growing up as a kid were the street level heroes. Not everything was like world ending. Not everything was like these giant. Like that's for like Superman in DC, or like the extinction level event stuff is for those bigger heroes to handle. The Mystics, the Doctor Stranges, or the fucking who would it be in Marvel? The Avengers, that kind of stuff. There are so many street level vigilante heroes. Guys with like different quirky powers or gadget powered heroes, different. Like your Moon Knight and stuff like that. Those heroes, the Daredevil, even Spider-Man was a street level hero. Why they insist on... I mean, yes, he got involved with the Avengers, that's fine. But even, I guess some of the movies still keep him on street level for the most part. Battling villains that use tech and stuff like that. He's not always on the... But it just seems like they try and put like Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man was such a good movie. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp was pretty good too. I really enjoyed that one. I thought that was really good. And then they did Quantumania, and I was just like, really? Like, Ant-Man isn't like this extinction level event, end of the world saving kind of guy. Why are we putting him in? And then they were going to like hinge the entire Marvel universe villainy of Kang coming out of the fucking quantum realm and hinge it on Ant-Man? Like, come on, man. That's not what Ant-Man's for. Ant-Man's a bit player in the Avengers. He's not... So... And fine, they wanted to use the quantum realm, I guess, and it just all gets so like keep certain heroes in their lanes, man. Keep them in their lanes. That should have been like an Avengers Quantumania movie for that kind of shit, not just Ant-Man. Ant-Man should be like, I don't know, saving ants. I don't even know where to go with that one. You get the point, though. Give us Daredevil in the street fighting common criminals, because we don't need everything to be the world's about to end. It gets boring after a while, because we all know the world doesn't end. We all know that the fucking good guys win, the world doesn't end, everybody lives to see another day, they all live happily ever after. That shit gets tired. I'm tired of extinction level events, man. Tell good street stories again. I love to see, because the good guy doesn't always have to win in the street story. The good guy can lose and it's not the end of the fucking world. That's the problem with extinction level events. If the good guy loses, there is no stakes. The good guy obviously wins, because if the good guy didn't win, end of the world. Everything fucking blows up. Everything's done. So, like, even in that fucking, even in the fucking Infinity Gauntlet snaps and we think they lost, well, yeah, we knew it was going to come back and they would restore everybody eventually and happily ever after. But, like, on a street level story, you kill a character off and leave him dead. And then you're like, damn, that character's dead. And then the street level story goes on. Or you lock up a criminal, or you solve a mystery, and it doesn't have to be this giant fucking production all the time. I feel like Marvel lost sight of that a lot, and that's where they kind of went off the rails. Hopefully something like this, Daredevil Born Again, helps to bring it back. The Punisher, John Bernthal as the Punisher coming back is awesome. All the characters coming back is awesome. So hopefully Marvel rights the ship. I love the Moon Knight stuff. I'm hoping to see more of the... when they do that kind of like side stuff with it, where they're just like, oh yeah, that's just some like third tier, fourth tier horror character, obscure horror character. Go ahead, do whatever you want with that one. Go ahead, you can do whatever you want with that one. They turn out to be pretty good, right? Like Moon Knight was fucking good. Is when they take, they want to take the big characters, the big boys, and then they gotta pander. Well, you don't have enough pandering in this one, so let's put more pandering in and take out some of that story. We don't need all that story. Put more pandering in. That's what it feels like. Not to sound like South Park, but Jesus Christ. That's exactly what some of those fucking things got to feeling like. And I'm not going to sit through that shit. I'm not going to pay for that shit. I'm not there to be pandered to. I'm there to be to enjoy a good story and be entertained. And I don't find your pandering entertaining. You can have diversity and inclusion and all that stuff without pandering and treating us all like we're fucking idiots. All right? So, end of rant. And on that note, we're going to end our show today, Boo Believers. Thank you all once again for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll be back again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat profile. Make sure you follow the page, and if you would be so kind as to click the 3 dots and invite your friends to follow. I'm getting closer and closer to that 5,000 followers that I need once again. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay spooky.